Hey y'all, this your girl Shay. I just got off of work, y'all. I just got off work, y'all. But I promised y'all the video, um, talking about mental health illness in from the Risa Tisa story in relationships, and I promised y'all that, and I still want to do that. I want to do that right now. I know I'm not all gutsied up and prettied up, y'all. I was tired. Okay, I was tired. But y'all, we need to talk about it though, because you know what? When we get into relationships, a lot of times we don't, sometimes we see what we see, but we try to dismiss it and try to say, well, that's just the way that they are. That's just how they feel. That's how they act. And but some where there's a lot of the time we don't look below the surface when we are dealing when we just I'm talking about relationships now. When we find out that somebody has, how can I say it? When we find out that someone's behavior is not quite normal, there are certain moves we have to make. Just being real. We have to come to that realization that this behavior that they are putting in front of you is not okay. It's not all right. It's, someone who consistently lies, like Legion from the Risa Tisa story. Someone who has grand outbursts of anger all the time. I mean, over the simplest stuff. I'm sorry, yeah, that's my husband. Don't worry about it. But people who who God, how can I say it? But people who refuse to sleep. That's another one. They have to always constant. They always have to be on. They always got to be on. They don't know how to rest. Who always got to keep moving. Who always got to uh just do the most. Those are signs we really need to look at, y'all. We need to learn when something is not right, when it's not okay. Listen to what people say and what they do. Do they match up? Do they line up? Because we have it in our head. We think if we love them enough, we talk to them enough, and we just be there for them enough, they'll change. And y'all, it just don't work like that. It don't work like that. We often wish that it did, but it don't work like that. When you are dealing with someone, you literally have to walk on eggshells around them. You have to make a decision as to how you are going to exit this relationship. Now, if you only know them a couple of days, a couple of weeks, the cutoff can be very quick if you allow it. If you allow the cutoff to be quick, you can separate yourself from this person rather quickly. You can block them on all of your social media, on your phone, everywhere. But if you have been in connection with this person for a long time, your cutoff got to be different. You literally have to move in silence. especially if they're violent. You have to literally move in silence. Can't know nothing. You gotta act like everything is okay. Everything is all right. Get your finances together. If you have them on anything on your on as far as your finances is concerned, if you have them on anything, like I said, silently cut it off. Before you make your exit, the day before you make your exit, cut it off. Anything that is attached to them, leave it to them. You cannot change people. Risa Tisa prayed that this man was going to change, that he will really see who, really do what he said he was going to do. Never happened because he has been ill like this for quite some time. For quite some time. He's been mentally ill like this for a long time. He's been this way since a child. You can't force them to take their meds. You can't force them to go to therapy. But you know what you need to do for you. When you, especially when you're dealing with someone, like I just said, that won't get the help that they need, you gotta get away. Get your kids away. Get them away until they can get themselves in a place where they can properly function. Because when you are off your meds, that mental illness, for I'll put it like this, for the ones that really have a mental illness, because that mental illness is thrown around a lot. A lot of these folk that call themselves mentally ill, they're not mentally ill. They just flawed in their personality. They're just flawed in their character. But for the ones that are mentally ill, they think, okay, once I get on the medication and I get better, I don't have to take it anymore. That's just not true. That's not how it works. When you're dealing with brain waves and the matter of the brain of in the physical sense of itself, you have to consistently and constantly take your meds. You got to find out what cocktail of medication works best for you. And you got to stick with that program. You can't come off it once you get better. You got to stay on it. You got to stay on it. Learn what your triggers are. I'm talking to those who have mental illness for real. Know what your triggers are. Know what calms you down. Know what keeps you in line other than the mental illness itself. So we have to look at this in a mature way and in a safe way. Because, like I said, y'all, when y'all are dealing with real mental illness, it's hell on a roller coaster. It's absolute hell on a roller coaster. And like I said, you can't change nobody, especially if they don't want to change. You can't change nobody. You got to learn how to pray for people from afar. You got to learn how to block people. You got to learn when to say no. It's not going to be easy at the beginning. I'm not saying that it will, but it get easier once you see your value and you see your self-worth and you understand your mental health. Cuz being in a toxic relationship with anybody, mentally ill or not, can wear on your brain. It will have you believing you going crazy. And a lot of times you may be. So you have to get yourself away and protect yourself mentally. Let them deal how they gonna deal with it. But you get yourself away and keep yourself healthy. I love all of y'all. And I want to see us do better. I want to see us live better because that whole story with Risa Tisa, crazy, crazy, crazy. We got to stay out of stuff like that. Once you just see the signs that I'm going to keep saying it till it get in your spirit. Once you see the signs that something is not right, leave. Do not let desperation cause your death. And only talking about a physical death. I'm talking about a mental and emotional, spiritual, and even a financial death. Don't let this desperation cause your death. I love y'all. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you lovely people next time. Bye.